What's a hoe? I thought that was a garden tool. You think it's a woman? You sound like a fool. How so when that's all you expect, accept, and approve? You must be confused. You teach and preach for women to be used and abused. You thought she was a hoe, but I'm sorry, that's a woman. You must have been mistaken. If she's a hoe, then so is everyone in this nation. Cause last time I checked, nobody was a virgin, celibate, or waiting. From the time women are born, they're objectified and degraded, treated as mere objects to be penetrated in this sick and twisted civilization that promotes self-hatred. So tell me, how can you hate a problem when you purposely create it? Over-sexualizing the women and girls that we're raising. How could she know her full potential in such a situation? When her mom, sisters, and friends use the word bitch and hoe as a term of endearment and admiration. You see, we're not hoes, we are women. Queens, lioness, empresses, and princesses robbed of our humanness and innocence, made objects of sex and lacking respect. Maybe sister's thirsty for attention because all her life she received neglect, a product of a system that to women is unjust. How can you blame her when the only world she knows is one that uses experience and sex to impress? I remember in middle and high school, my being a virgin was a shocking surprise. See, we live in a society where kids engaging in sex is normalized. Multiple partners and mates are implied and expected throughout time. Yet sex and babies without marriage is still somehow despised. Still, somehow women engaging in sex is a crime. And for men, oh, it's just another notch on their belt, as if they not doing the same thing, disrespecting themselves. And I always found it so funny how the same theory applied to nothing else. Like let's say, for example, a rich man's wealth. A man can acquire a heap of dirty, grimy, corrupt money, but still be adored by the public because, well, he's still rich. Yet if a woman is played and tricked, falls up and slips and lets her brother hit, you call her a whore or a bitch. And $1, you'll tape it up and spend it, no matter how many strippers' ass cheeks it's been in. Yet you don't apply that same theory to women, your fellow sistren. $1, it's $1. But if a woman got around and changed her ways, you still ain't trying to holler. And what about diamonds? People's limbs are chopped off and they are made slave to find it. But once it's all cleaned up and polished, the people are astonished. But apply that same theory to a woman, and no matter what, her self-worth is still forever demolished. See, no matter how it's acquired or what it's been through, $100 bill is still worth 100. So why is it that when a woman makes a mistake, she's no longer a woman? Go ahead, think. I'll wait for an answer. But you can't give me a good one because your ideology is double-sided and based on double standards. When a son is born, you call him heartbreaker. And as he gets older, you pat him on the back and tell him he's young, it's okay to play her. You'll grow out of it, son, you can settle down later. Unintentionally producing girls who grow up to be quote-unquote man-haters by prepping your son for some mild form of pimping, teaching him it's okay to go out and hurt women. No wonder society's so screwed. Bad decisions are a given. It's a habit he won't grow out of and stick to as if it were a religion. See, then you want to turn it around and throw it on women. Call us thoughts and dumb hoes for making mistakes and catching feelings. Boy, what a world we live in. So tell me again, why do you hate the problem you create? In a society where women aren't chaste till they become unchaste, where people dislike marriage and prefer to date, where relationships are meaningless and viewed with nonchalance, where disrespect for women is even praised while taught is we're seen as objects to just show off and flaunt. Remember, this is a man's world, but it would be nothing without us. The first thing we all experience is our mother's love or lack of, and in order for a woman to give love properly, she has to receive such. So watch the way we're treated and be careful how you judge, because the label you place upon us will fall upon mine, yours, and all of our daughters and sons, and therefore fall upon the future and society as a whole. So watch the way you preach and teach in your forms of mind control, and women don't fall into the trap because we've got to break the mold, for in life we play the most important role. This is not what our children are to be fed and come to know or how we want them to grow. We can't look to society to influence us on what to choose, for they know not, but sisters, we do. By their rules we can't abide, we have to decide. Oh society, society, what you want us to do? Court and marry or date fucking school? You say you're young, have fun, you have to date many to know who's the right one for you. You haven't lived if you marry before having more than a few. The same old, it's never nothing new. Just a bunch of BS that constantly gets spewed, sending out these messages that's so misconstrued. I swear society's confused, and they don't even know it, yet they take us for the fools. So what is a hoe? I thought that was a garden tool. You think it's a woman? You sound like a fool. How so when that's all you expect, accept, and approve? You must be confused. You teach and preach for women to be used and abused. So what is a hoe? It is a garden tool.